So today's been a pretty okay day. Um, I got paid today, so I went and paid bills. and went out to lunch and I got to hang out with some people. It was kind of fun. Um, I went to the mall just to kind of kill some time before I had to go meet for lunch. And I'm gonna show you guys a couple things I got. So, um, every year on Christmas, usually our Christmas, which can be anywhere literally from the 20th to the 30th, we have a blended family, and so for many years our Christmas has been whenever we have our Christmas. But we would all get in our jammies, and I would take all the mattresses off of the beds and I'd put them in the living room, and now I have this huge couch, which I love. And so I don't need to do that as much, but pardon me, would take all the mattresses off, and we would have a Christmas movie marathon. We'd watch a Christmas Story, which I haven't seen this year, which I have to find. I don't own it. Mackie did. And then we would watch the Santa Claus. And this year I was like, I'm not watching that movie. I can't watch it alone. And then I don't know if this is Mackie or God, but I don't know. I think it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Christmas. I didn't have plans until later in the day to go over to a friend's house, so I wasn't alone. Katie called me crying. She's like, Mommy, come pick me up. I was like, okay. And then a few minutes later, then I got a call from my other daughter asking if I could watch her granddaughter and if she could stay the night. And I was like, sure. And so we got home, and I went through every movie possible that we own, and both girls were like, Santa, Santa, Santa. I was like, okay. So I pulled the mattresses out of the bedrooms, put them on the couch, and we had a Santa Claus kind of movie marathon. It was kind of late, so not super late or anything, but they passed out, and so yeah. But I went into GameStop today, and their pop dolls were 50% off, and so I found this one. It's the Santa Claus from the Santa Claus movie, and I don't know why I've always loved that movie. I kind of feel, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I don't know if you guys have watched Tim Allen and other things. I grew up with him. He was on Home Improvement. He was on Santa Claus. He's on a show called Last Man Standing, and his mannerisms remind me of a dad. It's but Mac had a lot of those kind of mannerisms, his sarcasm, his wit, his just manliness. And so I don't know why, but that's always kind of been a Christmas movie tradition, even way before Mac, way when I was I don't know, still in middle school, high school. Saw them when they came out in the movie theater. I don't know, I just always loved them. And then I want to say it was 2 years ago. I can't 100% remember. It might have technically been a year and a half ago. We joined an art rocker group that one of our Lib's friend's mom runs, and we're like, oh, that'd be so cool. So we went to the beach, picked up a bunch of rocks, so many rocks. I literally just threw a bag of rocks away, and everybody's like, why do you have a bag of rocks? It's a long story. And so it was probably a week, and then we sat down a couple days that week, and we painted rocks. And it's that's such a random thing. But up here where we live in Washington, it's really kind of popular for people to paint rocks, and then they leave them at parks or random places. And it's just kind of funny. You find certain things that kind of crack you up or whatever throughout, when you find them. Some of them are so detailed, and some of them it's sorry, my 5-year-old painted that one. But at the time, it was something fun to do. And so a couple days ago, somebody had gone to Narback was a wildlife sanctuary that's kind of near our house. I always wanted to take Mac and the kids, but it always seems like I remember it during the not good time to go during the year, and somebody found a rock, and it was this one, and Mackie painted this one. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And so then my daughter was like, wait, is that Dad's rock? Said that on the post that she posted in the group. She didn't have to post it. She could have kept it. I don't know. It's kind of silly, but I was like, I'm 100% sure that is. Because when he did it, it had kind of gotten washed away, and so somebody redid it. But the original design and everything is his. And it was like cracking me up. It says Art Rockers Facebook, and then it says Just the Zoo of Us, which was our family's YouTube channel. We don't have like maybe 4 videos on there. Just kind of Mackie's computer went down, so I wasn't able to like keep up with it. But so when I saw that, I was like, this is such an odd request, but my husband passed away, and that rock he painted, is there any chance I could get it back? And she was like, oh my gosh, yeah, totally, let me know where to meet you. And I'm like, I'll meet you anywhere, just tell me. And so today she was like, 1 o'clock, we'll meet up. And then she like gave me this big hug. She was like, you know, I'm so sorry for your loss. And I'm just like, thank you so much, it means so much. And she was super sweet. And so now I have his rock back. And I know it sounds something completely like stupid, but it's just those little memories, because like, and that rock is his sense of humor, like literally just like something little like that, like, you know, he was just funny like that all the time. And so yeah, and then I went and we were looking around the mall still. I got a magnet for my fridge because Katie was like, there's not enough Mackie over here. So there's a right there, a Wolverine magnet I found. And then there's this glass guy at the Everett Mall. He's been there since I was little. He comes like every year-ish. And I don't know if I showed you guys Mackie's box. I'll show you in a minute. But the glass blower guy had this one, and it's an eagle, but the rings are red, white, and blue. And then it's holding an American flag. And I was like, oh yeah, I need that. I really don't need it, but I like it. So I have like a little space like here. This is my hutch. It's totally messy right now. Normally it's a lot cleaner than this, but it's where I kind of put all my stuff until I organize it. Also important stuff. And so I have his deodorant here. Then this is actually my grandmother's ashes. And then I know sign language. And this is sign for, well, it's upside down. I don't know if you can see it. It's sign for love. And we always did this for love, but, or I really love you. But I made this box because I know it's gonna sound silly, but I made this box for him, and it has his ashes and just some kind of like personal stuff. And so it's kind of like my second, I should say like my 20th spot in my house that I've made that's like a shrine. And I know that doesn't sound healthy, but to me it's comforting. Like I have this, which is his Old Man Logan, which I bought him, and when I saw it, I like fell in love with it, and he fell in love with it, and he didn't know it until the GameStop actually opened one and like put it in like their display case that has like Iron Man, like a crushed Iron Man and Captain American's shield. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. He loves Wolverine, like loved. He at one point had Wolverine all down his like hallway, all over his walls. Like I think there's quite a bit of his Wolverine stuff still in storage. I'm holding on to it for the kids, like, but he had so much Wolverine stuff. I love Venom. I don't know why. I've always loved Spider-Man, but I love Venom. I really liked Eddie. I want to say it's not Eddie. It's Tom something that played the new Venom. I loved him. I like him as an actor. He's a really good actor. And so I have this is Mackies, Venomized Wolverine, and then his Space Invader. And he gave me this Space Invader sweatshirt I'm wearing. It's actually one of my favorites. I was super sad a couple days after he passed away. I spilled soup on it, and I was like devastated because it wasn't like spilled soup. I was like all down the front, like, and it was like a creamy soup, so it was just gross. Anyways, so like, I don't know. There's just like little things like that that kind of comfort me, and the rock thing, so silly, I know, but it made me happy. And right now I feel like if I'm happy, I can get healthy. And it's like I'm not unhealthy, just mentally I'm sad. But I mean, it's understandable. You know, it's really understandable. It's hard. And you know, it's not just me I have to think about it. It's my kids and our cat who's staring at me creepily. You know, just making sure that I'm happy and healthy for our kids, because it's important. And I want to make sure that I stay that way. And so anything like, I don't want to say materialistic because I don't want to keep buying stuff, if that makes sense, but things that just kind of remind me of him, or, you know, pictures I found. Like, I literally went through all of my 2019 pictures of memories from this year and posted them on Facebook, because it's like, I know there's memories I'm going to remember, you know, like I'll see things or people tell me stories kind of thing, but when I see those, I feel like this year is gonna kind of be like the year that's like etched in my memory as far as memories go, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. But it's New Year's Eve. There's like, I think 5-ish, 5-ish hours. Like 5.5 hours, I think, left of 2019. And I'm kind of okay and ready for it to be gone. It hasn't been the worst year. Just the end of it has been the worst for me and our family, you know? And so I'm ready for, I guess, that next chapter. Saying that is hard. I'm going to end this before I start crying. Happy New Year. I hope the best to you and your family. And I hope 2019 is left in the past, and 2020 brings you great, ample opportunities and happiness for you and yours. Love you.